Welcome back to my channel, and let's tune into tarot for the month of July 2021. For any Aquarius with a sun, moon, or rising sign there in your chart, this reading is for you. Do keep in mind this is a general reading. It will not resonate for every single Aquarius out there, but take what resonates, leave the rest behind for someone else, and let's go ahead and jump in. The first week of the month, Aquarius, we've got the Knight of Swords. So this indicates having a lot of action and motivation and energy towards something. The swords usually indicates elements or aspects of the mind and communication. And so you may be communicating a lot in the first week, having very direct communication. And sometimes this can even be looked at as being a bit insensitive just because you are so direct and kind of concise with your wording and your phrasing. But in any case, the Knight is usually indicative of kind of like charging into battle and leaping without thinking about consequences. So sometimes this can speak to the idea that a little planning goes a long way, and just having a little bit of forethought before maybe speaking or before taking action in something. But on one hand, you might be encapsulating these traits yourself, or you may be interacting with someone who's sort of in this leadership position, who's very strong, very action oriented, and sort of moving forward with whatever circumstances are unfolding in that first week. In the second week, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is a beautiful energy, someone who's looked at as sort of the superwoman or Superman, in that she is not only an amazing mother and very nurturing and warm and friendly and supportive, but she's also at the peak of her career. She's sort of this boss, the breadwinner of the family, and she also is like the best friend and the supportive neighbor who like bakes cupcakes for the neighbors or cookies or whatever. She's sort of this, Susie homemaker, an amazing chef who does the meal planning and makes the lunches for the kids. She's a great parent. She's on all the committees, and she, goes to all the games, her kids' games, anyway, she's like everything to everyone, and she executes her role flawlessly and gracefully, and so she's very much admired and loved by everyone. So wow, what an incredible character to encapsulate in that second week if you are sort of exhibiting these traits. However, you might be interacting with someone who sort of exemplifies this Queen of Pentacles archetype, or you may be seeking advice or counsel from this sort of person as well. So it could go either way. In the third week, we have the Ace of Cups. So far, a really beautiful reading for the month of July. Ace of Cups speaks to new beginnings. It can even speak to conception or a pregnancy or a new birth. It's like your cup is overflowing with love. And so it could even be a new romantic connection, or just a really prosperous time in your romantic life. And just feeling very loving and creative and compassionate. You might be starting a new creative endeavor or a project, and having a lot of energy and enthusiasm for that project. And then in the last week, we do get the Five of Pentacles. So this energy is a little bit challenging. It's sort of this feeling like you're being left out in the cold or abandoned. It's a feeling of lack, like you don't have enough money to support you in a certain way, or you don't have the means to create what you want to create. The environment is such, it's like the environment can be cold maybe, or just not in a the circumstances are not such to support whatever new creative project or new beginning is sort of spawned in that third week. But the message with the Five of Pentacles, one of the good things about it is that it is a temporary energy. It's a minor arcana, so it's sort of an energy that comes and goes. It's not a major arcana where it's more of a long-term cycle or a long-term transit. It's temporary. Okay, so this Five of Pentacles is asking us to focus more on what we do have, focus more on the good things, the good within our situations or our circumstances, to kind of seek out the silver lining, to extract the lessons and the wisdom from our hardships. And there's also an energy of being able to find the help that you need or the support that you need, but you have to be more proactive about it. Those elements or those people are not going to come to you. You have to be proactive and seek it out. One of the interesting things about the image here is that these two people who look to be homeless potentially, or just damaged. This person is on crutches and has an injured foot. They're walking past a church, which is illuminated here with the stained glass window in the background. And so they're walking past this church, but it's almost like they don't even notice that they're walking past a church that can help them and support them and invite them in, because they're so focused on their hardship and their current state. So like I said, it's important to focus on what you do have. It's important also, what's been coming up the last couple of readings is this idea of focusing on your thoughts and focusing on the words that you say and the energy that those words carry, because your thoughts become things. And if you're always speaking in a negative tone or speaking about the negative circumstances that you're going through or that you've experienced, it's totally fine and acceptable to speak about your circumstances and to share that. But when you're sort of dwelling on the negative aspects of your life and the negative experiences or events that have unfolded recently for you, it sort of perpetuates that as well. And so there's an idea of trying to redirect that negative speech and replace it with more positive affirmations or positive words, or just, again, appreciating what you do have and to have gratitude and for those things. Maybe keep a gratitude journal, so every day you're sort of at least choosing one or two things that to be grateful for, and so you can bring more of that into your life. And so the last couple of readings have sort of brought in the message of thoughts becoming things, and what you think about, you bring about. And so if you can think about a more positive future, then that will certainly be more likely to come into your life and present itself. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Now the final message from Oracle, we've got Lay of the Land, which speaks to ancestral wisdom. And so we'll read what's in the book here. This is number 34. Lay of the Land is bringing in themes regarding past lessons, being well-informed, and ancestral wisdom. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or good advice from an expert or elder. That way, you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasures they have left behind for you to make your own. Okay, so the idea of seeking outside counsel is coming up with this card. And also, I'm sort of getting the idea that if you are struggling or going through a tough circumstance or experience, perhaps doing research on people who have also been through that similar experience can shed light on more of what you can expect and just allow you to feel like you're not alone, out in the cold. It almost like there's this need to form a community with like-minded people of people who have been through your same hardships. And so you have kind of that support and can share in that knowledge as well. And that can lead you down, or at least provide a map for you to hopefully be more successful in whatever it is you are trying to manifest in your life. Okay, Aquarius. Well, I hope you found that helpful and that it shed some insight into your month in July. If you found this resonated with your life or any aspects of your life, please comment below, like this video, and share it with any of your Aquarius friends. And I will talk to you guys next month. Take care.